G'day mate and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, Jenny. In our last episode, we waited on the space dupes. We waited on the space dupes a lot to get a whole lot of space dupe construction done. We also went and capped and tamed a little chlorine vent, which we're pumping over to our lovely squeaky puffs to keep them happy. We also put in a whole bunch of manual generators because, well, the dupes kept complaining on board or want something to do, so we gave them some wheels to run on. The good news is that goes straight to our main grid and, well, the dupes never, ever, ever stop running on the wheels. Today's episode, we are taking our little self-powered oxygen maker that I said we're going to deconstruct. We're definitely not going to deconstruct it, and I have no idea how that plug slug ended up in there. And we're going to be, stealing that oxygen and trying to re-oxygenate the rest of the map. Because, well, we're trying to get less weed gases rolling around. On top of that, we're probably going to end up putting in a tiny little Sleet wheat farm whilst we wait for Mr. Boss Jones to, well, do more science. The good news is we took away his mess table. Yes, so he's got nowhere to sit and eat. Well, that was the bad news. The good news is he now makes science 10% faster. Finally, we have our wonderful dupes over on our other planet that may get a friend or may not. At the same time, we might sacrifice. I'm sorry, I meant send off to tame some volcanoes without any protective gear. But lastly, we need to find out what the 4D printer has to offer. And the answer is, of course, it's got absolutely nothing. Now, before we get too carried away, let's start off with the other colony. I want to ship them a ton of copper. Yeah, allow manual use. Okay. Whilst we wait for a dupe to fill that up, I also have a side project. It's a dumb idea. Don't get me wrong. Very dumb idea. Fully agree this is a dumb idea, but I want to do it anyway. I want to have the dupes work their way in there. I also want to... plumbing. Put in a liquid vent here and here. Oh, crap. That was just deconstruct. Yeah, it was just deconstruct buildings. Cool. Plumbing. I want to... priority 5. Run that through to there. That through to there. That through to there. Yes. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get all my lead back. All my lead back. All of my lead. I'd like all of my lead back, please, dupes. So what I'm going to do is, in the history of dumb ideas, do a very, very dumb idea, is we're going to pull out all our lead that's cooling all our oxygen, and instead, we're going to replace it with water, which means I need to get the dupes in here. Cool, you're shipping. Turn that off. I need to get the dupes in here. Then I need to fill this up 1 or 2 rows at a time with water, because we are pumping in water at -6 degrees. So very cold water. And then freeze the water into ice cubes 1 level at a time. It's one of those projects, you set and forget. Yep. So this is going to be our set and forget project. That is going to take a very, very long time. Yeah. Can I bring that pipe to there? Let's just disconnect that in advance. Oh, can I also plug that into there? Yeah. Disconnect that in advance and disconnect that in advance. Cool. They'll get that done shortly. Another plastic tile, please. Plastic lattice. Go. Yeah. All right. You guys have finished shipping over the copper. Can I get you ship over some gold? Cool. Whilst we wait for that, another project is this oxygen pipe. So, self-powered oxygen maker. We're only using 2 of the 3 oxygen pipes, so we're going to run the 3rd one into here, which means we're going to run the 2nd one into there, which means the 1st one's going to move over to there. Then the 1st one's going to move into the 1st pipe. The 2nd one's going to run into the now 2nd pipe. The 3rd one is going to have a brand new pipe, which we're going to be bringing... Well, thanks, game. We're going to be bringing to here. Sure. Let's try and follow the terrain as best as possible because I have no idea what we're going to be doing with the terrain in the long run. And we're going to put a vent. Well, probably one of that a little bit further away from the edge, but there and there roughly. Can I get a mop, please, and a cancel there? All right, we're going to have the dupes do that. It does mean that I'll need to slice that one off that one, and slice that one off that one, and also slice that one off that one, and just deconstruct that one outright, and put in a vent here. Okay, with that done, we can now come back here and say, you know what? I assume you shipped across gold. Gold. Yep, you shipped across gold. Can I get you guys to ship across lead instead? Yes, ship across a ton of lead. Alright, can we dig down a little bit further? Alright, are these plumbing pipes cleared? That's cleared. No. Bad pipe. Okay. Other bad pipe. Alright, so you get plugged into you. That's already a feed off this tank. That's fine. As for this one, it is one of them, plus one of them, plus one of them. Into there, and into there. Yeah. Out of that pipe, into that pipe, over to that pipe, over that pipe, down to here, which means I can dump in 20 kilos worth of water per tick, per second, whatever you want to call it. I also need you guys to remove the bottom 2 layers of lead from there. Yeah, like I said, this is a long-term project. It's going to take a minute or two for them to get this done. All right, on to Radona. Okay. Oh, no. Let's go back to there. Stop shipping out the lead. Okay, it's probably enough. All right, over here. No, now whoever was idle is not idle. All right. We are planting a whole lot of bog buckets and also clearing off some room to put some bog buckets. I do want to add a tiny bit of automation, which we can now use lead for. From you to you to you. Basically, what I want to do is set this to 90% and 20%. So once it gets to 90% full, stop running the sludge press. And then don't run it again until it gets down to 20%. That's really how I want that set. Now, I'd love to do a whole lot of things on this planet. I'd love to get, like, solar panels up and all sorts of things so we had power. The problem is meteorites keep falling. So we're not going to do any of that for right now. We're going to have to just deal with dupe power. A lot of dupe power. But one thing I might want to do is remove that. Background buildings. That one as well. So then potentially we could get in another little cubby hole for another little duplicate. So, you know, all our duplicates over here could have another little friend to, you know, keep them company and have more labor force. Because food, I think, is fine. Maybe. After they plan everything, it's probably going to be fine. Yeah. But more dupe labor is always a bonus. Okay, back to main one. All right, can we... Oh, you guys have done a good job. Can we just... build that down there. Automation, I want a hydro sensor. Disconnect. Hydro sensor, right there. Which we can then set a limit on after we have the dupes come in here and remove all this. It will mean that some of my oxygen pipes are going to get very hot because they're going to have a crap thermal transfer because we removed all the lead. But I'd like my lead back. You know, it's an awful lot of lead. Plus, I have an awful lot of water. All right. Whilst we wait for the dupes to get all that stuff done, I want to put in a Sleet wheat farm, which needs to have a floor, an insulated floor. It's also going to need an insulated wall. That's all the decisions I've made so far. Oh, no, I made one more decision. It's going to need a ladder. It's going to need ladder access. Yeah, okay. We're going to need food. We're going to need hydroponic tiles, which are made out of copper, which means it's going to get very expensive. We need 1 level. And then after I go up 3 tiles, I want another level. Then after I go up 3 more tiles, I want another level. And then 1, 2, 3, 1 more level. Yeah, that's how it got very expensive very quickly. Okay, 3 more tiles, then that's going to be the roof. Okay. Can I get a deconstruct? Can I get a deconstruct buildings, priority 6, and rip that out? Also rip that out, and that out. Yeah, also going to want to wall this in, so you would be insulated. You would be insulated, you would be insulated, and you would be insulated. Yes. Okay, can we put a ladder there, ladder there? All right. And a ladder there. All right. We need the dupes to sort of start on this project at least. 4 tiles. Actually, I don't know how far that's going to go. Let's go with that far to start with. Can I get a higher priority? No, it's all sort of be 5s. It's all sort of got to be 5s. Okay. One thing we might want to do, just because dupes are stupid, is set a one single high priority to get a ladder up to the next level. Because I can see dupes doing dupe things. Enough said. Okay, on to space. Because we're waiting on the space dupes to get a whole bunch of things done. They're building in the glass tiles. Okay, that's very, very important. The other thing that's very, very important is removing all the old ladders and construction that we had previously. The other really, really important thing is removing all these bunker doors. I don't need them anymore because we put in the new layer above. Okay. Also, it is power. Putting in that power cable. Ooh, yeah. And then finally, grabbing solar. Really? I have no glass? I have no glass, it turns out. Never mind. We're not going to be putting in... when can I start removing... I need the end swept up. Those 2 tiles? No, technically they can climb up from underneath. Okay, I don't have any glass. I want to put in more... Oh, now I have glass. Okay. We're going to put in as many solar panels as will let me with what limited glass I don't have. Okay. So, we're going to have the dupes... well, yeah, remove the old things, build the new things, and also put in more solar panels. What priority is that set to? 8. Priorities, construction, 9. That's the most important. I need that part done before anything else. And then also, once all the doors are out, I can then remove the automation wire. Okay. All right, back to this problem. So most of the dupes that got stuck have rescued themselves. Excellent. They haven't done this floor. Is that a problem? I don't know. Okay, we're going to need some basics. We're going to need a steam turbine. In fact, I'm going to need 2 of them. So we're going to put 1 there and 1 there. We're also going to put a tile there. Silent Wolf, I have a feeling you're lying to me. I don't think you're actually starving. If you are starving, please put up a second signal to say I am still starving, sir. And then we'll maybe do something about it. I'm also going to need an aqua tuner there and an aqua tuner there. We're also going to need power. Power. A heavy watt transformer out of steel, please. In here. Okay. That's what we need for the inside. Now, because I like my automation, I really, really, really like my automation. I want to automate my brand new farm. So we're going to put in a whoop. 45. A conveyor receptacle there and there. Okay, which then means I'm going to need an auto sweeper. Out of copper, and we're going to put 1 here. And then I'm going to have a 2 tile overlap and 1 there. Okay, now, if I have 2 of those... oh, no, actually, let's put it on the other side as well. We would put 1 here, and then a 2 tile overlap would be there. Okay, you and you can reach this 1 tile in the middle, which means that needs to go on that. Cancel. I want you facing the other way. Okay, I need 1 of those in the middle. On top of that, I want a conveyor loader so we can ship the materials out. Actually, all of this from lead. No, we'll stick to copper. I want a conveyor loader there and there. The idea being that we can then ship out materials back out. We can ship the dirt in and then we can ship the sleet wheat out, which, you know, I'm a giant fan of. Which means I need 1 of those on every floor. I also need more copper from the looks of it. Can I get you to crank out 20? And you are the one that does gold. Can I get you to also do a run of 20, please? Okay. Conveyor receptacles. I'm going to receptacle there, receptacle there, receptacle there. Plus a receptacle there, there, and there. With one there, there, and there. Alright, I'm going to need power cables, that's for sure. We're going to want a heavy conductive joint plate. There. Well, that's not going to work. And there. Do I leave you here, or I slide you over a tile? We're going to slide you over a tile. Yes. And then I'm going to confirm that that can overlap. It can. Okay. Automation. Automation wire there to there and there to there. Okay. I need deconstructs, buildings, high priority, that to go. Which I don't think the dupes can reach now. Alrighty. Hang on. No. You're now in the wrong place. Okay, try that again. Heavy watt joint plate goes there, because that's the end wall. Also would go... Well, that's actually... Hello? Hello? Is Fox now stuck? Sinister Frog, not Sinister Fox. I apologize. Okay, we can put one of those in there. We can also put one of those in there and there. Power. We're going to need heavy wire conductive wire out of lead all the way through and into the main line. We're also going to need that to go into there, then through you, into you, into you, into you. We're then going to want normal conductive wire to come down and into here. Oh God. Into you. No, not into you. Into you. Then all the way across. And then all the way back. And then all the way across. And then all the way back. Cool. Back to my heavy watt wire. There to there. Okay. Now, Pro Unreal, I think you just got yourself very stuck. Can you step on the other side, please? Tubes. Can I also no, I can't deconstruct that yet. Okay. I needed auto sweepers, out of copper, please. One there. One there. I'm out of material. I could make them out of lead. Like, we're freezing this room. The fact that they overheat at 55 degrees really doesn't matter. But, we'll wait. Okay. So all that goes in. All that goes in. They're all set to 5s. That's all set to 8s. Okay. Next thing I'm going to need is plumbing. Let's do the plumbing. Can we do insulated pipes? Okay. We're going to want to bring in our coolant. Comes in here. Pops over to there. Out of there. Up to here. And to that tile. Then we're going to run our lead through there, from there to there. Yes. Okay. You'll go to there, then you'll jump over and go to there. You'll go to there, jump over and go to there. You're going to need bridges. We're going to need to put a bridge in here, a bridge in here, a bridge in here, and a bridge in here. I'm not going to bother with a tank for this to stabilize the temperatures. We're just going to accept it is what it is. You're backward. You're backward, sir. Okay. Plumbing. Bridge. And there. Plumbing. Vent. There. Okay. So that's that side done. This side needs its vent. Alright. Over here. I need a cooling area. So what we're going to do is... going to go back to insulated pipes. We're going to go with... liquid in to you, out of you, over to here. We're then going to go for steel this time. And down, up, down. Do I want that many tiles, or do I want less? Let's go with one less. Okay, insulated. We're going to bring the insulated in at the top. So then we go radiant, and then we go down, up, down. Okay, that becomes a coolant area. Yes, we're going to make this area very, very cold. In fact, we're going to freeze a whole bunch of water. All right, on to the next step, which will be a couple of diamond tiles. With a mechanical door out of steel right there. This is going to be a temperature transfer area. So we can transfer this chill into the next room. Speaking of chill and transferring and things, this. Can I get that swept out, please? And you have 2 pipes full of water ready to go. All right, we need this swept out. Then I can actually hook up the automation and we can start filling it in with hot water. Okay, so from there to there to there. All right, next thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need to put in a floor. No, I need to put in a vent before I forget. A mini gas pump in here to suck out all the gas. It's going to go to there, and it's going to have a vent, and it's just going to make a vacuum in this little spot. All right, we also need to put in a floor. I need a floor here, but not there, because I need to fill up this area. There to there to there to there, but not there, because I need to fill up this area. No. We'll put the other fill port at this end. Yes. Okay, so, can I just get a liquid vent? It's much easier to talk about this stuff if I have it in my hand. Plumbing. Can I get a liquid vent? We're going to need a liquid vent there and a liquid vent there, okay? I need to be able to fill up these 2 tanks with water. Something to transfer the cold around, and water's cheap, and I have lots of it. And it's cheap. You're made of copper. We just need more copper faster, Dupes. You've still got 12 runs. Make it another 24 runs, please. Okay. So in this area, I need to be able to clean water. That's going to be the next thing I need to do. So water sieve, which would go, well, here. Except there's a vent in the way. In that direction? Yeah, that direction. And then we will do your friend beside you. Yeah. And then over here, we're going to do a desalinator in that orientation and that orientation, but there's a vent in the way. Okay, which then means plumbing instead of pipes, which we would bring in the water in here, into you, and then from your output, we go into your input and your input. Yours would be 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be that vent there. And then your output would, in theory, come into this cool room. For the moment, your output is going to go into this vent eventually. Okay, deconstruct buildings. Can I remove those, please? Also those. Also, I sealed this in. I don't want to seal in those 2 tiles. Yeah. Can I get a floor? Let's go with mesh. Yes. Can I also remove that and run our ladder up higher? And yeah, we're going to seal this in at this side. And access is probably actually going to be at the top. Can I get a door? Actually, good to put a door on the side. Yeah, there's now a whole bunch of stuck tubes. Perfect. I love stuck tubes. Okay, deconstruct. Can I remove that part and that part? All right. The list continues. Can I put you in there? Can I run this power cable through here? Can I go back to this project and it's now swept. Automation wire, we're going to plug you into there. All right, you and I are going to start filling up. You're set to stop when below through a lot of water. Yeah, enough to fill the bottom tile. And we are pumping in water that's like 70 degrees. Which means this pipe already, well, it's actually still 18 degrees. Not too bad. No, it's now... Okay, it turns out when you add hot water, the oxygen probably starts getting hot very quickly. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It will eventually cool down. It will eventually cool down. It's just going to take a little while to do so. Meanwhile, like I said, we're just going to... We're going to do it one tile at a time. It's a long-term project. Okay. Dupes need to get in here and build this. Dupes still need to build this. We can seal up that wall. The fact that this is full of polluted oxygen is probably going to hurt me. I need to also put in plumbing. Just normal plumbing. We're just going to run a pipe right the way through. Right the way through, right the way through, and right the way through. Because I don't know which direction we're going to be running things just yet. Whether we're going to be running the pipes left to right or right to left. Okay. Deconstruct buildings. We can now rip out that and probably that. We can also... So I need to grab some sort of water. We have many, many pipes. But the two I'm going to choose is going to be... One is going to be this pipe. Okay, this pipe of garbage. Okay. All the crap at the bottom of the map. That's the first pipe we're going to pick. It's not unlimited water, but it's some water. So we're going to grab that one first. My second one's going to be this one, which is going to be a brine pipe. It's the one from the cool brine, cool/geyser, which is very, very cold brine. Yeah, at like 1-2 degrees, which is perfect for what I want. It means less cooling. So we're going to grab those two, which means plumbing. We're going to need to... Have you jump over, you jump over. Disconnect that. We're then going to have you and you come off together. That way we can pull a priority off both pipes and run that way. That's the cooling pipe for the base. Can't use that one. And you're going to go into the sieve first, then into the desalinator second to make sure it's clean, and then up to this vent, which will then fill up this area with water. I need this area full. I also need to have it built first, which, you know, whole separate issue. But that's the plan. Did I put in the automation wire? I did. I put in the vent. I didn't put in the other vent because we need all the construction done. I need to put in automation. I need to put in a thermosensor. No, I need to do two things. I need a... Okay, we're going to need plumbing. We're going to need a liquid pipe thermosensor to go here. We're going to need a liquid shutoff here. We're going to need a automation, a thermosensor here. Yes. Plumbing. Okay, in here, right here. This is where we're going to be bringing in our wonderful, clean, cooled water. Not cooled, but clean water. It's going to pop in here. Once it pops in here, we're going to run it through this snake and hopefully cool it down. Once it gets cooled, and we'll actually do a check right here, we will then take out our cooled water and run it into the first row of Sleet Wheat, the second row of Sleet Wheat, the third row of Sleet Wheat, and the fourth row of Sleet Wheat. None of that is radiant tiles or anything like that. They're nothing special. They're just pipes, because that should be all we need. Obviously, we're going to have... That's going to be the input. Obviously, we need like 300 more construction projects done, which means it's a good spot for me to put in a cut and see you after, well, the dupes get all caught up on work. The design is in, it's all built. We're just waiting on, well, a lot of water. We need another 6 tons worth of water and potentially another 44 tons on top of that. It's gonna take a minute. Also, I need to actually build the liquid loops. Yep, with polluted water, hence why a filter's going in right there. Polluted water. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to take a minute. And as a side note, this is mostly done. The dupes are just in the process of putting in temp shift plates made out of ice. To rapidly cool this as quickly as we can, because there may have been some scalding going on, because morale had
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
For our water sources, well, we have you plus a second one now, and a third one just got built, to make sure that both of these pipes that we're using, these two on the right, are as full of water as possible, because we're pulling off an awful lot to run the oxygen plus the food. Also, well, it's the excess. It's the excess that we're running into this system, which we didn't have a lot of excess. So we're making sure we have a lot more excess to run all this. Also, I'm stealing off the water that goes into, well, our main tanks that we're also stealing off. Yeah, I'm just stealing water from everywhere to get this filled. But this is where we're going to leave today's episode, because 1, the scalding message is back, and 2, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a very long while for me to fill this up. A very, very, very long while, I expect. Yeah, I'm actually not sure how long it's going to take. An awful lot. If I'm going to fill this full of water, that's 44 tiles. That's 440 tons. No, 44 tons. Yes, 44 tons worth of liquid, which takes a minute or two. We've got the plumbing in. It's all done. It's just a matter of filling all the loops. Eventually turning this on, deep freezing this water, which is 70 degrees, which is going to take a minute, and then. Yeah, then we should be fine. Should be. I also need to work out how to get that into there. Yeah, actually that shouldn't be too hard. Temporary pipe there. And we just set you send green signal if above lots, so you don't actually run. Yeah. That should be that problem solved. As for, well, yeah, this is gonna take a minute. Also, I need to deconstruct another road. Yeah, because I need to release the gases. But with the water's down at 30 degrees, so it's getting there. Our polluted water's coming in at 41. Which is less than ideal, but the aquatune is going flat out. So eventually it will freeze this stuff. And that's another temp shift plate out of ice. Can I make more of those? Or we used all the ice on the map? We've used all the ice on the map. I don't want to use the polluted ice. Yeah, I don't want to reuse the polluted ice. No. Do I want to use polluted ice down here? No, not really. We don't really need more water down here. But yes, this is where I'm going to leave today's episode. The dupes have a lot to do. We didn't get to the second planet. The second planet will probably be where we'll be concentrating for next episode, because these dupes are complaining a fair bit that they're bored. Yes, we do have our liquid lock planned out, at least for where our liquid lock is going to go to access our dormant still, I hope. Aluminium volcano, but because it's dormant, it means I sort of need to get wriggle on and get some sort of action going there. This colony's now got plenty of calories. They've got an extra bed. They have an extra mess table. They now have an extra mess table. So we should be right in the next episode to send another dupe over here. And with our liquid lock planned out at least, it means that, well, we can actually get in here and try and get some sort of vents or some sort of turbines on top of the aluminium volcano, and at least start getting some refined aluminium out of this colony. Anyway, I need to leave this episode here. I'm going to keep rambling. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, towards the end of next episode, we can actually turn this all on. Yeah. You look to be full. Out. Oh, yeah, huh? Okay. Backward bridges are the best bridges. Yeah, hopefully next episode we can turn all this on and actually have Sleet Wheat, at which point I should be able to, well, send people off to space and at least give them berry sludge. As for our wonderful space dupe, he's done 1,000 kilograms, a ton of plastic so far, and he's only eaten, like, I don't know, 5 kilos worth of food. As for the food, it's good for a long time. And this is grubfruit preserve. Obviously, if we get berry sludge, that never goes off. That's better for even longer. But I'm going to leave today's episode here. Oh, no, I'm going to talk about space dupes. Space dupes are now in the process of, well, removing everything we don't need. No, glass. Okay, we're just short on glass. But they're now in the process of ripping up all the old glass. We're getting a full set of solar panels in. Unfortunately, this planet's not bright enough, so they don't max out, so we can't stagger them. But it's something. Anyway, I need to leave today's episode here. Like I said, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.